Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today's video is all about the old habits that led me to weighing over 300 pounds at 331 pounds. So the first habit is staying up all hours of the night. My sleep schedule was so just chaotic. It was all over the place. I was staying up till 2, 3 in the morning, waking up the next day at 8, 9, not getting enough quality sleep. And as you see here, I am just on my computer, whether it was working. The whole thing is my habits that I have adapted that have allowed me to lose 70 pounds. The things that I do now, I'm off the screens at 10 p.m. But let me tell you this, those habits, I have to work really hard because the old habits that you're watching right now, it's so easy for me to just say, you know what? I'm just gonna, it's 10 o'clock, but let me just finish editing this video real quick. Or it's 10 o'clock, but you know what? I was scrolling TikTok and I was like in this really good video. Let me just watch this video. And as soon as this video is over, I'm putting my phone up. And then before you know it, it's midnight and you're like, how the heck did I get here? And these are just the habits, like good quality sleep. And then also for me, being on a structured, regimented, going to bed and waking up time schedule, even on the weekends, is just, it's so much better for my mental health. I tell you guys this all the time. It is more than just what we're eating and how much we're exercising or what we're doing for activity, right? It is about sleep. How much sleep are you getting? Is it good quality sleep? What are your habits? What are your routines? What do you do day in and day out? And this habit right here is what led me to weighing 331 pounds. Just being on my phone to all hours of the night, watching TV all hours of the night, and not having a good, consistent sleep schedule. So again, here I am. I was at the computer and then I'm on my phone and then eventually I'm going to put the computer up, but I'm going to lay down and I'm just going to doom scroll. And that is big no-no because again, like for me, it's everything to have a consistent, like my mental health, it is night and day. When I am in bed, off the screens by 10 p.m., in bed, reading my Kindle, which honestly, I'm out by like 10:30, and then I'm waking up at like 6:30 a.m., and I do that consistently, I feel so much better. I feel so much more productive. I am wanting to be so much more productive. I'm happier. I'm not grumpy. I'm not like, for me, when my sleep schedule gets off schedule, it's not a good thing for me. As you can see here, I'm yawning and I would be so tired, but when you're on these devices and your brain is just going and it's activated and maybe you're even overstimulated, I know for me, I will sit there and doom scroll and I will be tired, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning and for some reason I can't go to sleep. Like here, this is a perfect example. Here I am just laying on the couch, doom scrolling till 2, 3 in the morning, and it is not good for me. My brain is overstimulated. Or sometimes you see something and you're like, oh my gosh, that's such a great idea. And then you start researching that idea and then you get excited. We don't need to be doing that at 2 in the morning. I know for me, that happens to me so often. Well, I'll see like a good organizational idea or I'll see an outfit idea and I'll be like, oh my gosh, I need to find that. And then scouring the internet, trying to find something at 2 in the morning. It's just crazy. So another bad habit of mine that led me to weighing over 300 pounds was, again, like I told you, not having a consistent getting up early sleep schedule, or just not having a good sleep schedule or a consistent sleep schedule in general. And that consists of Also, not waking up early because I'm staying up too late in the evening / early morning to even bother to try to get up at 6 a.m. So when I'm really at peak performance, I'm up out of the bed at like 6:30. And I'm not doing this first thing in the morning. I'm not picking up my phone. I'm not doing it. And these, again, that is the habit that led me to be over 300 pounds. Picking up that stupid phone first thing in the morning. For me, when that alarm goes off, now when my old self, alarms did not go off, most likely, except for when the kids were going to school and whatnot and they needed me. But during the summer, alarms did not go off. I went off my schedule completely. And I would not wake up early. But now, in the summer, I set my alarm. I wake up early. I do as if my kids are still in school. And I do that for me. I do not touch my phone till probably about 8 a.m. because it's so easy. Again, it's so easy to get sucked in. Let me look at my email real quick. I'm going to go see what my email says, or if I got this email because I'm waiting on it. And then before you know it, you've been on the phone for an hour because you went from your email and then you're like, oh wait, let me check Instagram real quick to see if I'm waiting on a DM. Did I get that? Or let me go, I wanted to search this up, or let me go on TikTok real quick and let me see how my videos are doing, or let me go like respond to comments. And you just get pulled all these different ways. And before you know it, you've been on the phone for over an hour and you've wasted an hour of your morning. Whereas in an hour in my new life, let's just call it my new life, 70 pounds down, I get up, the alarm goes off, I don't think twice. I mean, it's hard because, not gonna lie, the thought still comes to go, lay in bed and just grab your phone. And I say, no, I get up and I move. I've got to start moving immediately. If I move and I just move to go pick up my phone, girl, I'm in trouble. So yeah, this is a very, very, very bad habit. And it's one that so easily can creep back in. And I try very, very, very hard to not let it, because not only does it lead me to be incredibly sedentary, but it also leads me to continue to isolate more, to not be around people, to stay by myself, to myself. And it also makes me more inclined to crave food. Keeping myself busy, getting up, moving my body, doing all of those things help me to not want to eat crazy food. I don't really get cravings like that. It is when I have this idle downtime where my brain just for some reason is like, oh, you're not active today? Well, let's go see what's in the pantry. And it's just like, why does my brain automatically do that? Like, I just don't get it. So here is some old footage of me. And I just want to say, I should have said this in the beginning, but trigger warning, if you have an eating disorder, stop watching this now. This is old footage of me, and it's so hard. It's so hard for me to watch this footage. But I don't ever want to forget where I came from. Because that right there, this eating, this sedentary lifestyle, this not moving, this just stuffing my face with anything and everything, it's not enjoyable, A. It makes me so freaking depressed. I don't even enjoy the food because it just all starts to kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't even taste good. But it's like something that I'm craving just to numb myself. And I don't ever want to forget that that is what led me to be, even now, I'm very much still considered morbidly obese. And it's just, again, it's really hard to watch this footage, but this is what I would do. I would wake up, I would be on my phone, I would be up in all hours of the night, not get good sleep, wake up not early, not with my alarm, and I would just lay there, and then the thoughts of let's go eat. So I would either order food or I would just find something in the pantry, and I would just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. until I was so uncomfortable that I could barely breathe. In that last footage, you actually saw, like, I am so full. I am so stuffed. You can watch me as I'm breathing. Like, you can see me taking these deep breaths, but I'm still continuing to eat. Even though you can visibly see that I am so stuffed. I am so full. So this is where it would lead me. It would lead me in so much pain physically. But a lot of the times I think that I wanted that physical pain because the physical pain took away the emotional pain of whatever was going on in my life and the loneliness and just past traumas and all that. And another thing that eating like that, eating a lot of food like that will also do, will make me want to sleep. Like, it'll knock me out on my butt. So here I am just napping because I eat a bunch of food and your girl is tired. Because plus I also only got like a couple hours of sleep the night before. So ate a bunch of food. Now I'm really tired and I'm just going to take me a little nap. And then when I wake up from the nap, I feel awful, but I'm like, you know what? Like, the day is ruined, The day is ruined. Like, there's no turning back from this. I've already eaten all of that food. So let's just keep it going. Let's just keep it going. So here we are. It's probably noon at this point. And hey, it's lunchtime. Like, I'm feeling awful. I don't want to eat, but then I do because I don't even know what I'm feeling at this point. But you know what? We're just going to go eat because I don't want to deal with whatever it is that I'm trying to avoid. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to think about it. So here we go. We're eating again. And we are just stuffing our face. And again, like, I am so full. And I will never forget this day. Like, this old footage, I will never forget what was going on in my mind as I was filming this footage. I will never forget how I felt, just so alone. And so, just so many feelings, and how I wanted this eating disorder to just disappear. Or maybe I wanted to just disappear because I have felt invisible for so long. Why not continue to make ourselves feel more and more and more invisible and just continue to eat and have these bad habits and continue to isolate and not let anyone get close to us? The food is our best friend. Food is the only thing that I can let in my life right now. It's the only thing that I will love, And it's hard to come to that realization. But again, I eat all that food, and then guess where I end up? I end up in so much pain. It's so incredibly painful. And it takes me away from the emotional pain that I'm feeling, the loneliness, the hating my body, whatever it is that I'm dealing with. I don't have to deal with that now because now I'm dealing with physical pain. And so, of course, I get back on my phone, I doom scroll, I make myself feel worse about myself. Or like maybe sometimes I'll go and I'll watch other people's transformations and I'll try so hard to get inspired because I need to be inspired. I need other people to inspire me because I can't do this alone. And then I will go to sleep, sit there in pain, wake up and eat again and just continue that cycle. I'll start crying. I'll get upset. This right here, this is a very vulnerable video for me to make. It was not easy, and it's not easy as I'm doing this voiceover to look back at this footage and say, this is how I lived day in and day out. And I would do this for weeks on end. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart for anyone that is currently going through this. It breaks my heart for people that have struggled with this and know what this struggle feels like. And it just breaks my heart for my past me. And then the fact that, like, this is also still present me, though, too, because the snap of a finger, or the snap of my fingers, I could be right back there again. And it's a place I don't want to be. But it's so easy to go back there, and it just doesn't freaking make sense. I can't explain it. Maybe y'all can explain it in the comments. But I'm about to show y'all some never before seen footage. And right now I'm getting out of bed to, guess what? Go eat some more. I hope you enjoy this never before seen footage, though. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of truth. I just finished that sandwich. There's nachos, one full lemonade, working on my other lemonade. I ate a cookie brownie. I ate 2 bags of chips, like the ones I showed you. So after eating all of that food, you guys, I've literally finished everything except for the lemonade. I think there's some chips over there because I was eating them laying down. And I actually think they're over there. Ate the whole sandwich. Still have the brownie left. I feel like crap. I can barely breathe. My heart's beating super fast. Every time I do this, it scares me. It scares me that I'm going to have a heart attack. It scares me that I'm going to die. But the thing that's scary, the thing that's the scariest is the fact that it's like I don't care. I don't want to film anymore because of my chin, my stomach, my legs, my everything, my arms. Like, I'm just so embarrassed. I'm scared to go to the gym because I'm embarrassed. I'm scared to go back to counseling, which is someplace I really, really, really need to be. But I'm scared to go. I'm scared because I'm that wreck of a girl that went in there 2 years ago, gotten better, was on her path to healing, and ended up going back to my husband, and then ended up in a worse position than I was originally when I went back when I started going 2 years ago. I feel like crap right now. I literally feel so tired, so out of it, so just ugh. But yeah, I literally, this is what I do. This is me every single day, because I'm scared of people seeing me. I basically, I'm not living. I'm just existing at this point. And I don't want to go to the gym because I can't keep up like I used to in dance class. I know people now in dance class, so I don't want them judging me. I don't know if they would, but I doubt it. But I don't want to be there. Walking up and down, just like a regular, just walking in general gets me so out of breath. It's insane. I don't move off this couch or from my bed. This is literally where I've been. I'm scared to go to the pool. I don't want to film try-ons. Most of the clothes that I've gotten sent doesn't fit anyways anymore. I don't want to do cleaning videos because people are being mean and nasty, and I'm tired of people saying, ew, look at your stomach. Ew, you're so fat. Ew, you're so disgusting. You think I don't know that? And I know I try not to let the comments get to me, but I'm already feeling this about myself, and people are coming on and saying this stuff. So, yeah. Tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is the 21st of June. Let's make it a good one, and let's pray that I can get my shit together and get this started for good, because I'm ready. I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to change it for the better. I'm ready to
knock off this weight. I'm ready to get up and be active again. I'm ready to get up off this couch, and I'm so ready to live life. I'm not trying to date anyone because there's no way I'm going to meet someone looking like this. My stomach, like, no. I don't know if you guys can even see. Like, it's disgusting. I'm so disgusted with it that how is anyone else going to? No. So, literally, this is me. I do nothing. And I can't tell you the last time I've actually had human contact. It's really sad. It's really disgusting. And I'm done. I'm tired with it. I'm tired of it. This is a major addiction, but I gotta find a way to fight it. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about how I felt. Hopefully you guys won't be seeing any more of these binging videos. Hopefully from now on, you'll just see me continue to lose weight, and you'll see me exercising and all of that good stuff. But, yeah.
I don't even have words. I did not watch that video before just now, and I just have to say, oh my gosh, the way I was talking about myself, the way I was talking to myself, this is the reason why I show these things, and also why I record it, so I can go back and remember what it was like. This obviously is just me showing footage of like stuff that I've eaten, and then here I am again, like just eating, because this was my life, you guys. I was so miserable. And that last clip of me talking about how I just didn't care, and I completely forgot that I used to eat myself to the point of fear. And it has also taught me that I have come so far. I have come so far. And I'm not anywhere near done healing. But I am also not that woman anymore. I still struggle. I still isolate. I still have my vices and my toxic traits. And I'm going to continually be needing to work on myself. But I don't ever want to hear myself talk about myself that way. I genuinely, when I think about dating now, I don't think about it in a way where, oh, no one's going to find me attractive. It's more, I don't want that hassle in my life right now. Or, I'm still working on me, and whenever the time comes, like, God will let me know, and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting on that person. It's no longer me being so disgusted by myself that I talk about myself that way. And I think that and then the fact that I said I didn't care, those were the most painful things to hear myself say. And I don't even remember. There are ways, like, things I remember feeling, isolated. I don't want to eat like this anymore, but I'm doing it anyways. Those feelings I remember, but those thoughts I do not remember having. Oh my gosh. Whew. Well, let this be some encouragement for you. This was 6 years ago. That was 6 years ago that this footage was taken. And I have worked really hard on my mental health. And because I've worked so hard, I don't think that way anymore. I also don't eat like this anymore. And yes, I still emotionally eat. I still have my days. It's a battle that I, again, will probably deal with the rest of my life. But let this be some encouragement to you if you are feeling hopeless right now, that you are never going to get through this. Let this be an example to show you that you can, because I don't talk like that to myself anymore. That was just really, really, really sad. Like, it literally broke my heart to hear myself saying that. Anyways, back to present time. Again, after eating, this is what I would do. I would just lay, watch TV, be on my phone, continue to isolate. If someone called, I wouldn't answer. If someone texted, I most likely wouldn't answer. I have a friend that actually a lot of times would get really worried about me, and she would, I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. Like, are you okay? Because I was just so depressed all the time. And it's all of these habits combined that led me. And then also, I had a lot of trauma that I lived through as well. And, if you don't know my story, I, had left I was in an abusive marriage, and I was with him for over 15 years. So I had a lot of healing to do. But here's me going to the pantry, just being like, you know what? I'm showing on my calendar, like, ugh, I don't even care. Because I put that up there for inspiration. I'm just like, you know what? F it. I'm just gonna throw it to the side. I don't even care anymore. I'm just gonna eat. And I'm just standing in front of my pantry like, what can I eat? And this is, again, these are the habits that led me to weigh 331 pounds. And this was, I would have a couple of days where I would be super inspired, and I'd work out, and I would, quote unquote, get my crap together. And then I would just have a day where I woke up and was like, you know what? I don't feel like doing anything today. Let's just lay here. And I would not really fight it, and I would just give in, and then the cravings would come, and then I would say, you know what? I'll start tomorrow. And it was a back and forth, continual back and forth, back and forth. It's exhausting. It's exhausting living life like this. It's exhausting. Another thing that I had mentioned in that clip was, I'm not living, I'm just existing. And I haven't said that or thought those thoughts in a really long time, because in this moment right now, I definitely don't have the life that I want, but I know that I'm moving towards the life that I want. And I know that these habits right here are not the habits that are going to lead me to that life that I want to live and that person that I want to be. So this is just a really good reminder for me to see and remind myself of the habits that make me the best person that I can be, make me mentally feel the best. Exercising, being on a consistent sleep schedule, staying busy, interacting with people, getting out, being around people, calling my mom, FaceTiming her, hanging out with friends, hanging out with my kids, like going on dates with them, just making things special, and I don't even know what to say right now. It's just I'm feeling so many feelings all at once, because watching me do this again is just like, that's exactly what I would do. Like, I would eat because I would feel like, okay, I have a little bit of room left, and I would eat some more. And then I would end up miserable again, and I would be in so much pain. And then I'd be like, why the heck do I keep doing this to myself? And then I would start crying, and I'd get emotional, and I'd be like, okay, like, I can't keep doing this. Like, this has to stop. And, you have the will to want to stop, but then the will just like comes and goes. And this isn't about motivation, because F motivation. It's coming, it's going. That's not what you need to rely on. You need to be determined. You need to have grit. You need to wake up and say, not today, devil, not today. Like, I am not the one to be messed with anymore. I am going to live the best life. And this is something else too. You guys know I like to work out from home. And a reason why I like to work out from home is just because it's easier, it's comfortable, it's more convenient. I'm not gonna lie. I get in my 20 minutes, boom, bam, done. 20 minutes, I'm done. However, it is not best for my mental health. I need to get out of the house. So when I start going to the gym every day, I'm gonna have to. I know I'm gonna fight with myself and be like, man, I can just do this here. I can just do this here. As a matter of fact, I told my trainer specifically, don't give me anything that I can do at home, because if you do, I will do it at home. And it's going to help me to get out of the house because it's so easy for me to just be like, you know what? Again, I could sit here and I can get this thing done in like 20 minutes. You go to the gym, you got to wipe down your equipment after you use, like a 20-minute workout easily turns into a 35-minute workout with all of that. And then that's not even counting the travel time to and from the gym. But it is the best for me because the more that I isolate, the more this is what I do. Watch TV. That's a Ninja Creamy, by the way. Ooh, girl, that was strawberry shortcake. Ooh, ooh, that was so good. By the way, I have Ninja Creamy recipes. They're low calorie ice cream. Some of them are high protein. They're delicious, and I have one every single night. So I will link those two. I have two videos now. I will link them down below. So this is just me showing you, like, again, like, bump this. I'm gonna go ahead and this is what I'm gonna eat because I just don't care anymore. This is just, the day is gone. Like the day is wasted. Why even bother? I will start tomorrow. And that's exactly what I'm thinking here as I'm eating all of this food. I only drank one of these today, barely. Because I don't drink water, because if I don't drink water, I can eat more. That is another habit that I have adapted that has helped me lose 70 pounds is drinking lots of water. I drink about 120 ounces a day. That is my goal. And they're two of them are flavored, one of them is plain, but the whole thing is getting in water, getting in that liquid, getting in that hydration. And this is something that I learned too as I've been healing and as I've been discovering more things about myself and why I do certain things. Whenever I'm binging like this or having a day where I'm just, like today, I'm living as my past self and I'm living as the woman, and I'm showing you the habits that led me to weighing over 331 pounds. I did not drink a lot of fluids because obviously fluids fill up your stomach. So I wanted my stomach to be filled with food and not fluids. So I wasn't really hydrating myself either. Or you guys saw in that clip I was talking about like drinking lemonade or something like that. So it would be stuff that was quote unquote off limits during, whenever I was in a calorie deficit or whenever I was quote unquote dieting. This right here is a perfect example of how many steps I would get in a day. And then I'm just ending the night just contemplating my choices of the day, feeling guilty, feeling defeated, feeling disgusted with myself, and just begging God to take this away from me. Like I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. This video is hard to make, y'all. It was really hard to go back and watch too. This was all a dramatization, recreation of how I used to live, the habits that I used to have. And these habits led me all the way up to 331 pounds. Now, this was a very hard video to make, especially going back and remembering what it was like to be so sedentary, what it was like for my life to revolve around food. I did not binge at all today. I did not emotionally eat. So again, all of the emotional eating that you actually saw me do today was not, it was for video purposes and, like I said, dramatization, if that's even a word. I'm having a girl dinner tonight. It comes out to like 500 calories or something. I just felt really snacky. And it's probably because I am thinking about this video and how I want it to go and just remembering my old habits, because make no mistake about it, those old habits come knocking on the freaking door all the time. And it is so easy to slip back into old ways, whether it be being really sedentary and just laying here watching TV, whether it be giving up on my workouts and not working out as much as I used to or feel like I need to for my mental health and my physical well-being, whether it's eating too much or emotionally eating and kind of opening that door again and whatnot. It's so easy to get back into those old habits where I'm not putting my phone up at night and getting off of it at 10 and getting myself in the bed reading and getting up early and going to bed and being asleep by 11 o'clock. Those habits right there, those habits are the habits that I have been adapting that have helped me to lose 65 pounds and counting. The habit of as soon as my alarm goes off, or as soon as I wake up, instead of sitting in the bed scrolling, I get up and I get moving. I get in the bathroom, I brush my teeth, I put in my contacts, I go on a walk, or I start doing stuff around the house. Like, I do not sit down, because if I just lay there, I know myself well enough that I'm going to just lay there all day. And then that's going to be so much harder. The emotional eating is going to call me all freaking day long if I do that, most likely. So on those days, it's harder to not emotionally eat, if I'm being honest. So that voice, though, so many times in the morning, in that really crucial, you've got like just a few seconds of, I don't want to get up. I don't want to do anything today. I just want to lay here. In that moment, you have to make the decision when your brain is telling you no and when your body is saying no, just stay here. You've got to make that split-second decision to get your butt up, because once I'm up, that's the more I'm F you, brain, F you. Thoughts, no. Old habits, we're not going back there. But it's a struggle, and it's a fight, and it's a daily fight, and it's a fight that I'm probably going to have to fight the rest of my life, just like my smoking. I've had the most cravings this year than I've had in a really, really, really long time. So it's been creeping up. But I know myself well enough that if I go buy a pack of cigarettes and I take one puff, I will officially be a full-fledged smoker again. And I did not go 4.5 years without smoking just to start smoking again. So I hope that this video was inspirational. I hope that, I don't know, you learned something, it inspired you. Maybe you are stuck in some habits that you would rather not be stuck in. And maybe this video helped you to realize, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to do this for myself once and for all. I want to fight back at those old habits. I don't want to live this life anymore. The only person that can change is you. There's no one else that can do it for you. And it's really hard work, but it's 1000% worth it. Because when I look at myself, at how far I've come, just a short 3 to 4 years ago, I have grown, and I have just grown so much. And there's so many things that I'm like, I used to not be able to do that, but I can do it now. How is that the case? It's exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you are new here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.